So it's a very critical time right now where parents and students are comparing different aid offers from different schools, and they're trying to see who's giving them the most money to help them pay that tuition bill. When you're getting these offers from all the different schools, one thing people aren't aware of is that sometimes you can go back and ask the school for more money. So if your top choice school hasn't offered you as much as your second choice school, you can always go back to that first school. And as long as you ask in the right way, it's not going to hurt. Thank them for their generous offer, but it's still going to be a struggle for you to come here financially. Is there any more they can do to help you out? You want to stress things in that letter as well about what a good fit it is for the student, how successful the student is going to be at the campus, how it's the right fit, what they're going to contribute to that college, as well as mentioning maybe something specifically, like another $3,000 or $4,000 would help you make up your decision on where you're going to school. If there are schools that are in the same tier, they're somewhat competing for your business as a student in the admissions office. So it's your one time to try to use a little bit of that leverage. I have seen families get thousands of dollars with a phone call. I have also seen other families write 20 letters and 20 phone calls and not get a dime. So there's so many variables to it to determine whether it's going to work or not. But it's always at least worth a try. Yeah, a lot of families do. They leave money on the table by not putting in that effort. They also they miss some things during the process. I'll see a lot of families that will leave money on the table because they just simply don't think they're going to qualify for financial aid, so they don't bother to fill out the forms. Everybody's going to get something. It may be a low interest rate loan, but everybody will get a little something by filling out the forms, regardless of how much income and assets you have. You can try to search for outside scholarships all on your own. It's a great source for additional funds. A lot of people might do this as a freshman year activity. They try it once, they get a little frustrated with the process, and they never do it again. But it's something you should do throughout the entire college years, every single year, to try to look for money. Looking for scholarships can be a very frustrating process. If you just go out to Google or whatever search engine you're using and type in scholarships, you're going to get millions of hits that come back. So I like to tell families instead, you need to spend time getting prepared before you look for scholarships. Do what we call a brainstorming exercise based on the student. Write down all the different facts about the student. They're left-handed, they like to play volleyball, they work in a soup kitchen. Anything that makes them unique whatsoever, what they want to study, what their future plans are. And once you have a really solid list, now you go back to your search engine. Put all those things in as kind of keywords. You're going to get a scholarship that is now tailored just for you. Your results are going to be very manageable, and you've already got a good chance of winning that scholarship because you've tailored it to who you are as an individual. So we've been doing this since 2004. Not a lot of people are aware of it. We can help families with any part of the college process, whether it's planning for college, paying for college, and even refinancing and restructuring that student debt after they get out of college. We just provide them the guidance, the assistance that they're looking for to try to really give them their information. And it's a member benefit, so we don't charge anything for this service. You're talking about the financial future of your child, as well as their education. So it is a critical topic. If you're unsure of anything, you want to make sure you're doing everything correctly, and it's a great idea to always reach out and get some advice. Whenever you graduate, if your student loan debt is going to be equal to your starting salary, you'll be in good shape financially. So after 4 years of college, if you're walking away with $50,000 in student loan debt, and you're walking into a job paying you $50,000 a year, you're okay financially. It's the ones that I see that are $200,000 in student loan debt in a job paying $30,000 or $40,000 a year. Those are the ones that really struggle. So if you know up front where you're going to be after 4 years, it can help you. Don't want to make it all about the money. Never make your decision on where to go into college solely on money. That'll have the opposite effect and can kind of backfire on you sometimes. But you need to consider that. There are things you can do to restructure and refinance those debt to make the payments manageable for your situation. So just be aware there is help out there and not to get overwhelmed.